Yeah, it's Friday night.
It really is Friday night.
It's been a long week. I feel quite...
It's still a long week for me. I got to go to work tomorrow.
That's what I mean. It's been it's been a long week for both of us.
Yeah.
And you've got to go to work tomorrow.
Yes.
And we was going to do an easy meal again today, wasn't we? We was just going to do burgers.
Yeah.
Or we had a couple of ideas. So we are going to do burgers.
We are, yes.
But we're going to also do some experimenting.
Well, so basically, the first thing we're going to do is, I don't know if you watched our video from last night where we made dough from our potatoes.
Dolphin nose.
Dolphin nose. But
Yeah.
we've got some leftovers here. Thus, they've been obviously in the fridge all day. So what we're going to do, this is going to be like our sort of, our vegetable or carb sort of element of the meal, instead of having chips or something. We're actually just going to chop these up and like fry them up a little bit and have these on the side. And then we're also going to make like a mushroomy side dish, which Andrew's been working on. So to start off with, let's get the potatoes started. So I've got a pan here. I'm going to pop some olive oil in. And then what I'm going to do is just sort of empty this out onto my... They're a bit sort of solidified where they've been in the fridge.
But it's okay though.
But that's all right.
I've got to admit, potatoes are one of the hardest things to revive, aren't they? And then who was it that come up with the idea of like double or triple fried chips? And, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I says every time you deep fry them, there's an extra layer.
I mean, one of my favourite potatoes is roast potatoes, and when they're fresh and just come straight
They're
out,
delicious.
they're absolutely beautiful.
Next day, there's not a lot you can do with them.
They're horrendous. You can kind of revive them a little bit in maybe like an air fryer or under a grill or something like that, but never quite the same, are they?
They're never quite the same.
So.
Oh, that's not come on that gas.
Oh, what's that mean?
There we go.
There we go. So yes.
Let's just let that. So basically, I've just given them a brief chop, and I'm going to fry them up for a few minutes, and then we're just going to whack them in the oven to keep them warm while we do everything else.
I think they're going to. I think they're going to work really well. I think we're going to really crisp them up, and they're going to be juicy in the bottom.
Because they got some cheese and cream in it, so probably that will like loosen up again.
Well, like I say, it is an experiment tonight, so let's see what happens.
How it goes. Yeah. So the other thing we're going to do is we've got these. As you can see, they were reduced from Sainsbury's. These future burgers.
Don't you know, Judy? They are your future burgers.
This is the future. This is us in like 20 minutes eating these.
It's your future burger, Judy. You know who am I doing an impression of?
No, I don't know who you're doing an impression of.
Tommy Wiseau from the
room.
Yeah.
This is your future burger.
I'm your future husband, Judy.
This is my future burger.
Yeah.
Are you my future husband, Andrew?
Yeah, if you're not familiar with that film, look it up. It's a film called The Room with a guy called Tommy Wiseau.
It's the best, worst film ever made.
It apparently went down as the worst film ever made. And
but funny enough, we've got a very rare copy on DVD.
Well, Seth Rogen and who's his mate?
Jared Leto?
No, the guy that was Green Goblin's son.
I don't know.
I can't remember his name.
Should we get on with the food?
Well, I know it takes a while. But yeah, they did a film about the film, and it was called The Disaster Artist.
Yes.
So I just
that is a good film. That's actually, I watched The Disaster Artist before I watched The Room, and it made me want to watch The Room.
So I just need to explain my impression.
Okay.
So Judy.
Maybe we should watch The Room tonight.
Maybe we should. Oh, it is a tedious watch.
It is. And we did watch it a few weeks ago.
It gets better as it goes on.
The sex scenes are amazing. Yeah. Anyway, right. This is what these future burgers look like. That's the brand.
This is your future burger, Judy.
Okay. Let me grab out a doobry, and I think this is probably nicely warmed up now. So we'll pop our chopped up leftover Dolphin potatoes in there. Oh, nice sizzle on that. There we go.
Good.
So we're just going to fry these for a few minutes, and then they go in the oven just to keep them warm. Meanwhile, let's get started with these burgers.
Future burgers.
This is our future.
What
are you like? You did have to go off on a tangent, don't you? But to be fair, I'm guilty of that.
But they are. I mean, it's quite correct. They are our future burgers at the moment. But what happens once you've eaten them? They
probably look similar to that when they come out the other end.
Well, then they become your past burgers, don't they?
Yeah.
Really? So
I think they're saying the future of burgers, or maybe the future is not having animal products and having vegan products.
Well, right now
I think that's what they mean.
Right now they are correct. They are our future burgers.
Yeah. Right.
Until we've eaten them.
So let's do two packs. There's two in a pack, so we do 2 packs. Whoop. It's always so difficult to open these things. They make it like you can peel the thing off. But you can never peel the thing off.
Well, I'd kind of have a little bit of problem with it because it's being vegan and stuff is supposed to be better for the world and all that sort of stuff. But quite often they put them in these single-use plastics.
But a lot of food.
I know. It's not just vegan. It's not just vegan food. But yeah, I think there's some sort of ban coming in on that soon.
And it should do. I mean, more and more you're getting foods now that come in like cardboard packaging.
Yeah.
Good. Right, so let's put these. Oh. Got a nice sizzle on it.
Are those packages actually recyclable? So they're not.
Yeah, they're recyclable. They are recyclable. Okay. So they're in. They need about 5 minutes on each side. This, I'd say, I'm happy with how that's looking. I think this might be ready just to now go in the oven just to keep nice and warm, and it will continue to crisp. It will continue to crisp up in the oven, won't it?
Okay.
Or do you think it needs a bit longer?
I don't know. I'm not too sure what to do with it. Like I say, tonight
it's a bit of a hash, isn't it?
Tonight is an experiment, isn't it? I was imagining them to be like almost like crisps, if you like. But yeah, like you say, it might be a bit more.
Well, they've got the cream and the cheese in them, so that's obviously going to melt down, isn't it?
I'm quite happy to go with what you want to do with them, Judy.
Well, maybe we'll give them another minute and then we'll put them in the oven. In the meantime, let's get out a spatula for these. Oh, they're looking good already.
So should we just give this all a few minutes more and then we'll come back to you in a minute rather than...
I think that's a really good idea. Yes, let's do that.
Okay. So I'm in charge of the sauce tonight, and I was wondering what we're going to do tonight for dinner, and I've been thinking about things, and I kind of like had an inspiration right at the end, like all the judys came to me and they gave me this idea of what to do.
Okay, so what are your ingredients then, Andrew?
Well, we've got some. I'm kind of thinking extra virgin olive oil. And I saw this Marmite truffle, truffle flavoured.
Let me just check if this is vegan.
It's got to be
I'm
vegan.
not. Oh yeah, it says it quite
totally
clearly. So I'm actually not a Marmite fan. I really quite dislike Marmite, but I'm putting my trust in Andrew for this.
You know what I'm like? I'm quite a rebellious character.
You are rebellious.
So when somebody says they don't like it, I want to force them
like
to like it.
you did last night with cabbage.
Well, I want to make a dish with Brussels sprouts and Marmite, and you're going to bloody love it. We've got some Captain Morgans that I've been experimenting with and see how much I've experimented with it already.
You've been way experimenting.
I have. See what I mean? So I've been doing my research.
Okay, I'm glad.
And I've got this stuff as well. So I was looking for vegan honey and I couldn't find it in Sainsbury's.
Maybe we've got some in the pantry.
I know, well, I didn't sure. But I went for this anyway. So it's Clark's Original maple syrup and with carob fruit syrup as well.
Okay, all right then.
Okay.
So, sorry, just before you carry on, I just need to...
Okay, go.
This is live action, guys, live action. I need to flip these burgers. Woohoo! We can't be ignoring what we're already doing. Let me just do this quickly. And then, yeah, Andrew, I'm all yours. I'm back.
Well, one of the reasons I did think about doing the sauce is because I was watching another guy on Rumble who was, I think his username is Chef John 64, and his channel name, I believe it's Only Food with Chef John Polite, I believe his name was. Anyway, I'm going to give him a shout out because he's given us quite a lot of positive feedback on the videos that we've been doing
that's
and everything,
nice.
and giving us a few tips and stuff. And I looked at his channel and everything, and a lot of his videos are like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And he spends quite a lot of time on doing the sauces, so give me the inspiration for doing the sauce.
Okay.
So, what we're going to do is do the sauce.
Yes,
now,
let's get on.
One of the issues that I found with this Marmite thing, through experimenting and stuff, it's a very, very strong taste, and also it's quite thick.
Of course, as Marmite is.
So I wasn't sure what to do with it, how to get it to mix up. So I figured we needed some heat to break it down. And then Judy, you mentioned maybe we should do it some water. So we've got just like a regular sized cup. We've got, as you can see.
Is that all the Marmite you're putting in? Just that much?
I think so for now, because you can always add a little bit more. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm just going to pour this over there, just to get that off the spoon.
Yeah.
So a tiny little bit of water, just literally just to get that to mix round and get that to break down. So it's
So
more,
it's like a stock you're
yeah,
making now?
more of a stock.
Okay.
And it's the only way I could think of to get it to mix.
Yeah.
So that's gone in
Okay,
there.
right, yeah,
mixed
with
up.
you.
Then, literally, give it some sweetness because it's got very salty and like Marmite. I'm not sure what product. I'm not sure if you get it as Marmite in America. I know in Australia, I think it's Vegemite. Sorry, but basically it's just like a yeast extract, isn't it?
Yes, it's quite strong in flavour.
So very salty, very yeasty. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a teaspoon of this syrupy stuff.
Yeah.
And we get that going in there to give it a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
Because it's just you and me, I'm not going to get another spoon and try it, but I just want to taste this. Now, to me, well, that is quite it's got a real sort of like bourbony sort of. If you've ever had the Jack Daniel's bourbon sauce, barbecue sauce, it's getting there.
Okay.
Right, I'm not sure why I want to put olive oil in there, but I feel it needs it for some reason. I don't know.
You go with the feeling, baby. Go with the feeling.
The oil and the water is not going to mix very well together.
It'll be fine when it's in the pan.
Yeah, so what we're going to do with it, I'm hoping that the water's going to evaporate off and it's going to like thin up the oil and the oil's going to help it cling to the mushrooms that we're going to cook in a minute. And then also, once we've got in now, saw this today. So Captain Morgan's black.
It's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's got to be
a black rum. So
just a cupful, is
I'm going to put a cupful in that. Well, only because I don't think we need that much.
No.
It's just you and me.
Yeah.
And we're going to use it as more of
like a glaze.
Yeah, like a glaze or a caramelisation for the
Okay,
mushrooms.
cool.
And like I say, it's quite an earthy taste. Let me just taste that again. You see at the moment the olive oil is separated in there, but
is it good?
I think it might need to be just a little bit sweeter.
Okay.
That's why it's important to taste things. So we're going to go for, so the recipe for this one was like literally 1/4 teaspoon of the Marmite. So 2 teaspoons of the syrup to give it the sweetness, capful of that.
Yeah.
And it was a little squish of
Perfect.
Now.
So I think I might, need to check on my burgers again. So is your sauce complete, do you reckon? Is it ready to rock and roll?
It tastes quite strong actually. I might water that down just a little bit more.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So we're going to go for 1/2 cup because I think with all the mushrooms and everything we got together.
That will be plenty, won't it? Alrighty.
Taste of that. That's much less intense now with a little bit of water. Okay, so that's my little bit done.
Well done, Andrew.
Alright.
Yay, so I've been frying my burgers up now. They've had about 5 minutes on each side, so they're looking pretty decent. So what I'm going to do now, until we're ready to eat, I'm just going to pop these on a baking tray and just keep them warm in the oven. Nearer the time we're ready to dish up, I'm just going to melt some cheese slices on top. But for the time being, I'll pop them in here. And also in there, I've transferred my chopped dauphinoise potatoes.
Dolphin nose.
They're in there as well.
They're looking pretty good.
They're looking pretty good.
I think that was a good call putting them in the oven now.
I think so too. So we'll get back to you when we're going to be doing the mushrooms that Andrew's been organising.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start on our mushroomy dish now. So first thing I'm going to add into this is a sweet white onion that's been finely chopped. So that's going into this pan. We're actually just going to use the same pan that we fried up the burgers in. We don't mind if there's a bit of the burgery flavour going on in there, which is absolutely fine. I mean, it's going to be quite a crispy caramelised situation with a nice, the glaze or the sauce that Andrew's made. So already you can see those onions taking on what's already in the pan, which is lovely. Okay, so I reckon we might be ready. These won't take long to cook down, so let's add in the mushrooms. So what I've got here is some shiitake mushrooms, and I've literally just broken these up into pieces just with my hands. I haven't chopped them or anything. I actually prefer doing it like that with these kind of mushrooms. It's quite nice just to let them naturally break up into the pieces they want to be in, you know? So, they're going in the pan.
And the reason you put them now is because you wanted to sear them up, wasn't it?
Yeah, you want to sear your mushrooms up. You don't want them to be a last thought. It's quite nice with mushrooms to get a good coating of the oil and also to get cooked nicely. So at this stage, I think we'll add some seasoning.
So Jamie Oliver's...
Jamie Oliver's Himalayan salt.
Let's have a look at Jamie Oliver on the ring rod.
Yeah.
Again, look.
He loves a bit of salt, doesn't he?
Hold on. Let's have a good look at him. Hold on. Very smug character, isn't he? They're really happy with himself.
I don't mind a bit of Jamie Oliver, but I know he's a bit of a Marmite. Ironically,
I've got to admit,
people either love him or hate him, but I don't mind Jamie Oliver.
No, I don't mind him.
He taught me a lot about cooking back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So there we are.
I just think in that picture he doesn't look like he's just got back from an expedition mining for Himalayan salt. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, right. So the next thing we're going to add, I've got some of these. This isn't bacon lardons. Again, as you can see, reduced. So fun story tonight. Both Andrew and I went to Sainsbury's after work individually, and neither of us realised that the other one had also gone to Sainsbury's. So when I walked through the door, Andrew had just got back and he had 2 Sainsbury's bags on the side. And I was like, have you just been to Sainsbury's? And he said, yeah. And I was like, me too. So he bought those reduced burgers and I bought some reduced lardons.
Well, I was thinking of things that I should have bought.
How did we not see each other in Sainsbury's?
Well, I don't know, but I was thinking of things I should have bought, and then when I got back, I realised the things I forgot to buy.
And I got them.
And then when you turned up, we'd both been in the same time and bought what I'd forgotten to buy. So yeah.
We're so telepathically linked.
We are.
But we didn't know that we were in Sainsbury's together. So
No.
there you go. So the lardons are in. And let me just see, because I think what would go quite well here, yes, got some onion granules. So let's just put a bit of that in as well. Just a little sprinkle.
Just to make the onions even more oniony.
No, garlic granules.
Oh, garlic granules.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So at this stage, I think this might be ready to add some of our Andrew's special kind of stock or glaze that he made. So let's just add a little bit. Oh, it's got a nice sizzle on it. We don't want to add too much because we don't want them to be really soggy, but we want them to get a good coating and reduce down in this. So I'm just going to do it gradually. And this will just be a little side kind of element on the side of our burgers with the potatoes.
That's pretty good, though.
It's smelling nice, isn't it?
Awesome,
if
yeah.
only we had smell-o-vision.
No, we just haven't got the technology right now, have we?
Well, the maple syrup element of this will really glaze it with a nice sweetness. I don't want to add too much at once, so I'm just doing it gradually, just so it can I can gauge how much we actually need. Oh yeah, that smells delicious. Okay, so what I think we do, I think we just let this reduce down for a few more minutes. We'll add some of the cheese to the burgers, and then I reckon we get back to you when we're ready to dish up. What do you reckon, Andrew? Does that sound reasonable?
Sounds good to me.
Do it. Okay, so everything's ready. Let's dish up our dinner. So, the burgers have had the cheese on them in the oven, but I've also put some of the buns in here to sort of toast up. So let's grab those out and put them on the plates. And then here are our burgers. Now, I do fear that I may have somewhat overcooked these by frying them and then putting them in the oven, but I think they'll be okay. But maybe food for thought, next time I perhaps would have done them a little bit less. But that's okay. Every day's a school day. We're all learning, and we don't always make perfect dinners every night, but I think they'll still be pretty tasty.
Don't mind a crispy burger, that's fine.
So, with the burgers, would you like... Let's do you, Andrew, as always.
Okay. Well, I think you should do you, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I want to film you taking a bite out of it and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
That's one thing we haven't done is like see the end result. You know, like a Paul Hollywood on
Bake Off.
yeah, Great British Bake Off and stuff like that. We see him eating
Okay,
and
well in
stuff,
that
yeah.
case we do me then. So I quite like a gherkin.
You do. You like more than one gherkin, it would appear.
I like a bunch of gherkins, and I do like a bit of vegan mayo.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put a bit of. Oh, that was a nice sound, wasn't it? Let's put a bit of vegan mayo on the bun, and a little bit of salad, like that. We put some leaves on it.
Well, this was really good about a meal like this because like people can put whatever they want on there, isn't it? It's like the
your own
chili.
taste.
Yeah, exactly. If you like gherkins, whack some gherkins
I'm
on
gonna
there. If you
put
want some chilies in there.
A few onion rings on.
So the salad that we used there, what was the salad you put
Oh, it
on
was
there?
just a mixed leaf.
Oh, was it?
Just a mixed leaf salad like that.
Okay.
So I've got some gherkins. I've got some onions. I've got a little bit of a mixed leaf salad.
I'm a little bit more interested in the salad. So it's not just like plain old lettuce you put on there. What is in that salad?
Oh, is this a mixture of different? Sorry, I'm just looking for something. It's just a mixture of different like salad leaves. Really, it's a basic sort of salad bag that you buy from your supermarket. So that's every. Do you know what? I'm gonna have a double.
Oh yeah. Crikey.
I know. I know. So I'm gonna pop that on there, and then I'm gonna spear it.
That sounded quite crackly as you did that.
That's the bun.
Yeah.
So here we are with our regurgitated Dauphinoise potatoes.
They're really crispy up.
They've really crisped up. They look a bit like cheesy fries, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't like any food waste. We always like to repurpose things if we can. So this is our repurposed
Dolphin nose
Dauphinoise
potatoes. Yeah, yeah.
And I'm going to have some of this mushroomy, bacony, Andrew special glazy mixture. So there you go. That is my dinner tonight. Let's bring it over here.
So you can see it under the light.
And there's our special dinner. So you want me to have a little taste of this, do you?
Yeah, I mean obviously from here you can put any sort of condiments you want on there as well. Maybe a little bit of extra salad or whatever. Or, you know.
I'm going to try a bit of this, a bit of Andrew's special mixture. Okay.
What do you reckon? Since you don't like
I don't like Marmite, but the Marmite's a quite a minimal component of that dish, and that's really delicious.
Okay.
The potatoes, let's have a little taste. Really nice. You can still taste the creamy cheesiness in them, but they're obviously really crisped up. And as for the burger, oh my god, I don't even know if I can do this on camera.
Get a good mouthful of that burger.
I've gone for a...
Good, smash it in there, girl.
I'm going to have to prepare myself.
Go on then.
Okay. Delicioso.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful burger. Everything's super tasty. Yeah. I'd say it's a winner for me. Winner. Vegan dinner.
Vegan chicken dinner.
No chicken dinner.
Vegan chicken style dinner.
Yeah, I mean, but there's no chicken soul in there, so it really is just
I know,
winner.
but that's their advertising thing, isn't it? When you can't say it's like chicken pieces, it's chicken style vegan pieces.
Yes.
Winner. Chicken style vegan pieces.
What you like?
I know.
Yeah, it's a nice meal. I'd very much recommend it. If we had a restaurant, this would be on the menu.
And you're
but with slightly less cooked burgers.
And have I broadened your horizons with the ability to use?
Baby, you broaden my horizons every single day. Every day I know you is another day deeper and deeper into your world.
I've just brought Marmite into your life.
I love you.
I have brought Marmite into your life today. Tomorrow it will be Brussels sprouts.
No, it won't. Don't you dare.